Hello Capricorn, thank you for watching. In this segment I'm doing love readings. I'm going to do every other week love, every other week general. So this week is love, next week is general, the week after that love again. Going to try to release them every Friday. For the main read I'm going to do the Morgan Greer Tarot, for the tarot card part anyway. Paul Foster Case and Arthur Edward Waite. Yep. And for the support cards, the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue, which I just take these out as necessary. I don't force them out. First half of this is going to be relationship. The second half is going to be for single people. So this is them. Alright, Capricorn, what's going on with your partner? Because it looks like they got a bunch of cards there. Okay. I'm getting like a misalignment here in a sense. Are you just... I feel like you're both working at different paces. They might be more of a compressed, trying to get it done faster, or I don't know. I feel like you start sooner and end later, that type of feel. And they got two cards here. They got the the Knight of Pentacles. It makes me want to say King, but the Knight of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune right behind it. This is where they're standing. This is where they are. So, which way is it going for them? We'll find that in a minute. And where you start is you're looking at possibilities. You're considering how to start. I feel like you're starting this, but you're looking forward to like moving it forward at a methodical pace, which would not be rare for a Capricorn, a stereotypical Capricorn as I would know them. Okay, so what's going on here? When we're starting this out, I feel like what starts out in the what's holding you back situation, things are not what they seem. I feel like it's more bang at the moon, so what would that say to me? I almost feel like your partner might be complaining, but there's really nothing to complain about. I'm kind of getting that bang at the moon, but there's nothing to bay at. Just kind of like they're just kind of like trying to get your attention. They just want your attention, so whatever they need to do to get your attention, that type of thing. Alright, so your partner kind of wants your attention. But it might be more of like a whiny thing, I feel. Not that that would be a normal thing, but it just seems like at this point that's what's happening. I feel like it's transitory. They might be a little run down or something, but they want your affection. So that's what they're trying for. So that's kind of holding them back, but I feel like you're giving it. Like I feel like you're there. You're a dependable person in the relationship. It just I don't feel like you're not giving that. I feel like it might be a little aggravating slightly because it's kind of like stop whining. I kind of feel like that. Like you might want to say it. I don't know if you are saying it, but you might want to. As in you having the inklings to say that, but they're a little touchy right now. I don't know why. They might be like slightly under the weather, and what I mean by slightly is like I don't feel like they're having like stomach aches or headaches, but they maybe feel like a little tired. It makes them a little grouchy. They just want to be a little affectionate. They just want to be next to you type thing. Maybe a little bit touchy-feely in the sense of just like kind of laying on you or like want to squish up against you on the couch type thing. Something like that. And I feel like you're allowing that. It's the norm. It's fine. All right, so what's going on next here? Ironically, even though they're kind of like a little needy right now, I don't feel like there's any problems. But I feel like they want things to happen in the future. Like they want to do things. They want to plan things or something. And you might be working out some plans for the season. Whether you're the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere, it's like the season. Like if it's the northern, like summer things. If it's the southern, there's maybe some winter things that you plan out. But something for the season coming up. Either way. Okay. here comes the yawns. Woo! All right. Which I was told is a good thing by a couple of people who email me. So thank you very much. So I'm not taking that as a bad thing anymore. What do we got going on here? So this thing's planning for the season. Okay. Now I feel they have ideas about what they want to do. And I feel like they're just going right for it. They're just running with it. They're planning things, they're booking things. They're planning things for both of you. They're deciding what times you should go. I feel like they're going forward, and I feel like you have to like put the brakes on every now and then, and like, well, let me see if I get the time off, and blah blah blah. Let me see what I can do. But I feel like they're just kind of like taking the initiative, and they're just doing what they want. I feel like they're running with it. And I also feel like you're kind of like, I almost feel like you're not getting exactly what you want, but you're kind of going along with it. You're like, that's fine. I mean, it's fine. It'll be fun. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's still good. So whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I feel like that's kind of how it's going here. Like they're just going and they're like, I want to do this and I want to do that. And they're booking their room and they're getting this going and they're like, you're gonna need this time off, and they're like going about it, just running right for it. And you're just like, you're thinking to yourself, I'd rather do a couple other things myself, but it's fine. It'll still be good. It doesn't matter. I'll just do what my partner wants to do. It's fine. And you go along with it. I don't feel like you're really upset about it. You're just like, there's some other things I'd prefer to do, but you're so excited about it and you're already running with it anyway, so I'll go with it. It's fine. Excuse me. Now, whatever these plans are, it's not like they're bad. And I feel like the situation, you're happy to do it. You're excited about it. You're on board with it. They're extremely excited about it. I feel like you're doing what they want to do, but you're both happy about it. You're more than happy about it. It's not bad. I feel like you're giving, you're investing in the situation. This is your side spiritually. You're willing to do this. For you, I feel like it's more about the relationship than the actual whatever it is they're planning. I feel like you enjoy it. It's not bad, but it's more about the relationship than the actual what's going on. So you're fine with it. You're good with it. I also feel like they feel like they're. I feel like they feel. I think they feel like they're kind of balancing it out, but I feel like they're deciding what they want to do. They got a lot of things they want to do. I feel like they're getting more of what they want than what you want, but they are giving. They feel like they're giving some to what you want. I don't know if you'd see it the same way. I mean, some of this you're gonna like, and I feel like they are planning things into the thing that they feel you would like, or they, as well as they know you, they think you would like, and you would, but it's not exactly like, I don't feel like it's exactly a balancing act. I feel like it's more like they're planning things for you that they feel that you would like. They're just doing it. Okay. So they feel like they're balancing it out, but I feel like you might be like, I'm just letting you have this one, because it's not exactly what I want to do, but it's fine. And it's stuff you like. It is stuff you like, but there might be other things you'd prefer over that, but still, it's fine. Okay. This is pretty even keel. This is good. Now, Page of Pentacles, this is where I feel like the Moon card, where they're just kind of like, they're a little whiny, want to do things, they want your affection. You're letting them have their way. And you're just kind of going along with it. You're very dependable on that. I feel like this is kind of getting you kind of stuck doing more what they want to do than what you want to do. But you got the Page of Cups right with that, which means it's because you care about them and you want, it's, as long as you're hanging out with them, it's all good. I feel like that's the bottom line for you. You want to spend time with them, and if this is what they want to do, that's fine. Because, again, it's not like it's stuff you don't like doing. There's some other fun things you'd prefer to do, but if this is what they want, it works. Still works. Now, you do have the Knight of Swords in your future here. This is what helps. And I see that what also helps on their side is the time. Like, I feel like when these plans come to fruition, I feel like after whatever it is you've done or whatever it is that has been planned has been carried out, I feel like you're gonna like talk about what you want to do. And I feel like the next trip you're gonna plan for you more. So I feel like you're gonna try to balance it out that way. Because I feel like this card is kind of moving on from after, because you're enjoying the time, and I feel like you're saying, "Oh, that was so much fun," and next time this is what I want to do. Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing X, Y, and Z, and next time we're gonna do BBT, like these other things. Like we're gonna do this next time because I want to do these. I don't feel like it's combative though. I know this is the night, and the night here is sometimes combative, but this one I don't feel like that's what this is. I feel like you're strategically saying what you want to do when it's gonna benefit you the most, and you can make it happen. You're very patient. Typically Capricorns can be very patient, and I feel like that's another factor in here. Like, I feel like after a while you keep thinking about other things you want to do, and you're okay doing this stuff, but it keeps weighing on your mind, and when everything comes to fruition and you've had the time and you've done what your partner wants to do, after that you're like, all right, and the next one we're going to do this way. This is where I want to go on the next trip. And I feel like that's how you balance this out. So I feel like you bide your time. You do what they want to do. That's fine. But once it's done and you've had fun and they're in a good mood and they're enjoying, and like you're like, yeah, it was fun, and next time I want to do this. Like after, like you find the perfect time, they're very conducive with it, and you move it right forward. I also feel like you start moving it, like I feel like you have a couple specifics in mind. When the time comes for you to speak, you have a couple specifics in mind, and you make sure you note that. Yeah, somehow either you note it or you plan it or something. But I feel like you're talking with them before you do any type of like booking or anything like that. Yeah. Okay, so excuse me. For them overall, I feel like you're going along with what they want. I feel like in the beginning, like what's holding the situation back is they might be a little whiny or something. They just want their way. I don't know. They're just kind of egging at you to get what they want, and they're trying to convince you that that's what you want too. And you're like, yeah, it's fine. Whatever you want, it's fine. And they go out and they do that, and you go along with it. It's not like you're against what's going on, but there are other things you prefer to do. And you enjoy this, and once you do it, once it comes to fruition, you already have other things in mind that you want to do, and that's when you put your 2 cents in, and this is like, we're going to do this next time, and that's when you get what you want. Okay, I hope that made sense. All right, well, of course, you can always rewind it. All right, and I didn't feel any romance angel cards come out on this one, so I'm not going to force them out. I'm not against them, but clearly I've used them in other reads, but I'm not feeling the need to do that, so I'm going to wrap up the relationship side, and let's go into the single side. Okay, single Capricorns. All right, Capricorn single. Alright, so. Alright, Capricorn, what we got going on for you? I guess we will. So what, I feel like, this is the same person? Alright. Now Virgo had something similar, not like you, but hopefully yours goes in a better direction. Feels like you have an on again, off again thing going here. So when I say single, I'm wondering if there's somebody you've already been kind of seeing that kind of left you in the lurch. And granted, they're general reads. Really? That's where we're going to start? Okay. All right, so I feel like there's some. Now, this is coming through a little differently than I would read this pattern. I feel like at the base of the situation, you have a lot of love for someone. There's a social connection with them. You've got the Ace of Cups, let your friends help you, and passion, all here at the bottom. This isn't typically how I read this position, but for some reason, I feel like I need to acknowledge this as the base of where it's built from. Which, there's also another card at the top of like your overall energy, where that's going, like what you're contributing to it. Is that what that is? Okay. Now, this isn't typically how I read this pattern, but I'm getting like I need to read this a little differently for you, so I'm going to do that. So, you do have a lot of love and interest in someone. So maybe this isn't the on-again, off-again thing that I thought it was to begin with, because I'm getting like this is your feelings are going towards someone. You've been pining. Someone you've been pining for. And they're on your mind a lot. You're trying to think of this. Are there ways where you can pull them into your life? They'd be interested. Is there a possibility here? And I feel like at this time, or any moment now, you might make an effort. And, well, are you going to make an effort? You are going to, but I feel like you're really nervous that it's not going to work out. I feel unrequited love is what you're afraid it might be. Granted, this is a general read, so you have to take it for what you're experiencing in your life. If you're pining for someone and you're thinking there might be, well, if you're pining for someone and they're just in your thoughts, but you're thinking there might not be any chemistry on their side, this might be hitting for you. Because there's definitely differences between you and this person. The other person might not be giving you the attention that you would feel would show that they're interested. Are they, though? That's my question. Are they interested? Seems like they are. But what? How is there? It's like now. Are you on the inside or the outside? You have to get on the inside with them. Okay, so you got to work your way in with them. This might not be just like it might take a bit of work to get in with this person. So this is how you feel. This isn't the case though. So with this person, if they're not showing you the affection that's like making you feel like they're interested, they might be more interested than you know, but this person also, you have to get in with them more. Like, you have to get to know them more. They're very much a tough cookie, did I want to say? Like, I feel like there's a bit to get in the surface. It's one of those things you have to work to get into, but the farther you get in, the more stable you get into it. Yeah, okay. I do feel like you're going to make this initiative going forward fairly soon. I feel like you're going to try to get closer with them. And I feel like that's the way you need to take it. And I feel like you're going to try to hang out with them, or you're going to try to, hang out with them a little more, something. It keeps coming back to the same thing, like spending time with them in some respect. One-on-one. Yes, okay. You're going to try to make it more like a friend thing to start with, or just like, you're going to try to make it as casual or as calm or as not no hidden agenda type thing. Like, let's just go and hang out. Like, no, nothing has to come of it. Just, I just want to get to know you more. That type of thing. I feel like this is one you could win with a slow build. Like, if you're really patient, which you're Capricorn. Capricorns are typically quite good at patience. The ones that I know. If you're really patient, I feel like this could go your way. It's going to take a bit of work. It's true. I do see in your future. Now, I am getting religious factors with the Two of Cups. This card is very elusive to me sometimes in how it wants to talk. I feel like things have to be done a certain way at a certain pace. You got to be careful what you say. You gotta be careful not to cross boundaries before it's time. It's almost like you almost got to ask permission for certain things. And this is in the very beginning. Like you have to win trust, you have to win respect, but you have to give it as well, and you have to get it to like there's a balance. Like this isn't just giving, this is getting as well. So I feel like you're very honorable, and you have to be very cautious, but that you're also the sentiment is returned your way as well. Like when you're very respectful of boundaries, I feel like the same comes back to you, and like as it comes back to you, like that's showing that interest, that's giving you that consideration. Like you may be willing to let down a few boundaries, but the fact that the other person is like returning sentiment with the same type of not crossing your boundaries or what they perceive as your boundaries, it's like the green light, like things are going your way. I hope that makes sense. The other person really does have this, like they have a boundary thing. Things happen in a certain pace, at a certain way, in a certain time. And I feel the more you honor that, you're going to see it come back to you. And I feel like it's not something you find as necessary, but I feel like if you recognize it for what it is, like this is your green light that things are going your way. And the more these boundaries are honored, the farther you get in with them. Okay. It is going to take some work. This is your mental aspect. Eight of Pentacles. It's work being done. That's like a lot of work has already been done, and it's kind of like sharpening the edges, cleaning up the lines, crossing T's, dotting I's, that type of thing. So I feel like there's already some type of establishment here of a relationship at some level, and you're just trying to push it up a little higher. Okay. You have the love, like you feel for this person big time. I'm saying some fun stuff lately. I just haven't said that in a long time. I think I said it in another reading though, in this section, or this, whatever you want to call it. So this is where you're standing. You have a lot of love to give. This is Ace of Cups. Like you're feeling it. You're feeling it here. Now, with the last thing I have to do here is the outcome. I have the Queen of Rods. I feel like things are moving forward a little faster, a little stronger in the future. But I also get it. It's a very I'm noticing this. The woman here, I know it says finances and career, whatever at the top. I'm more feeling like this person is paying attention to detail and tending the garden, making sure everything stays online. I feel like this might be a high maintenance relationship. It might be for you. I don't really think that that's going to put you off though. But it's just like certain things, like there's a certain level of respect here. And it's very important to the other person, but you're not afraid of, or it doesn't bother you. But I think it's something you need to be aware of. Like, that's extremely important to the other person is what I'm getting. Things are done if this is hitting for you, that's what I'm getting. Like, the other person, things have to be tended, the garden has to be tended, it's high maintenance. I'm getting kind of like a high maintenance feel here. I feel like you're willing to do that, though. So that's how you go out of this, yeah. All right. So I'm thinking the big thing here is you may not think that the interest is coming back your way. I just feel like the other person is cautious. And, if you go at it a certain way and take your time and you're very patient, which I don't think is going to be a problem for you, I feel like you can get what you want here. I do see it's going to be high maintenance from what I'm seeing here. So if this is hitting for you, I'm getting like a high maintenance feel. But I don't feel like you're going to be daunted by that either. You have so much love in this situation. You're like, fine. I don't care. Fine, as long as it keeps going forward. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. All right. So just keep in mind in the very beginning, the only last thing I want to touch on one last time is I feel like you're in the mindset like you think that there's no interest. The unrequited love, I feel like that's how you're looking at it. Like they don't really have interest in you, but I do think they do. I really do. But they're very cautious and very slow moving, which I don't feel is a problem for you. I really don't. Okay. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Let me know below if this reading helped you guys or not. Granted, it's a general read. It's not going to hit for everybody, but I'm going to try to keep doing this. Of course, if you want a direct read from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.